Oh, hi everybody. It's Reverend Dave here, and I just got back from a walk. Just hang on. Oh, just got back from a walk, and I'm all hot and kind of sweaty, and it's raining out today, so I had my raincoat on, and when you get inside that kind of waterproof clothing, it just makes you even more hot. And I was walking really fast. I've got really long legs, so of course I was just going full tilt, and now I'm just gotta hang on. I just gotta sit back here in my chair and rest here on my porch for a few minutes and kind of catch my breath and just have some water. Oh, this water tastes so good. I've got my trusty water bottle here. It's got wolf on it, which is I just think so beautiful, and drinking this water just makes me feel so refreshed and makes me feel a little more energized after such a long walk. Oh, pardon me. Anyway, this water, now that I think about it, reminds me of the story that we're going to use for this Sunday from the Bible. It reminds me of the story, we say it's called The Woman at the Well, and it's a story about Jesus who meets a woman at a well. In the old days, way thousands of years ago, in Jesus's area where he lived, they used wells, big deep holes in the water, deep holes in the ground, to put a bucket down and draw up water from underground and bring it up. And this was a special well made by his ancient forefather Jacob. He meets this woman at the well. She's all by herself. And not only that, she's not a Jewish person like Jesus. She's a Samaritan. So they were people with different beliefs. And in fact, the Jewish people and the Samaritan people did not get along. But Jesus met this woman all by herself at the well, and he started to have a conversation with her. And it surprised her, and it surprised him, I think, that they could have such a wonderful, long conversation. The thing about this woman is that she had not been very loved as of late in her life. In fact, her family had pushed her away. Her friends had pushed her away. They believed she'd done a lot of wrong things and made some mistakes in relationships and maybe hurt some people, or maybe she wasn't living the way they thought God wanted her to live. Anyway, they kind of cast her out, and she was very much by herself. But Jesus sat and he spoke with her and he talked with her and he showed her love and acceptance. And in that conversation, they talked about the water from the well, but they also talked about God's love like living water. Jesus said, you can get God's living water if you just accepted how loved you are. And that's what reminded me, this refreshing water reminded me of the way that Jesus used to talk about God's love and how he used to accept people no matter where they were from, no matter what they believed, or no matter how many mistakes people thought they had made, or how many mistakes they thought they themselves had made. God's love sometimes is like a really refreshing drink of cold water. God's love comes into our hearts no matter what we've done, no matter what we think we've done wrong, if we're being angry or grumpy, or we've hurt our brother or sister, or we've been angry with our parents or grandparents or friends from school, or if we're just feeling low and sad inside, if we feel like nobody else likes us, if we've been hurt by bullies, all of these ways in life we think maybe God doesn't want to be a part of our lives. But in fact, Jesus showed that woman, and Jesus tells us always that God loves us all the time. And God's love refreshes us, and God's love helps us, and God's love encourages us and builds us up again. Just like a great sip of water after a long, hot walk. God's love nourishes us, and this water reminds me that God's love finds us in our lives. No matter what's been happening, God is always with us.